Hi, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing some channeled messages from your person. And this is going to be a different format, a different style of reading. If you're familiar with my work, you've watched my videos before, or you're subscribed, welcome back. You may notice that the camera's a little bit different, the setup, the table's different. So I'm just experimenting with a little bit of a new format, something to kind of add some variety to the videos that I create. So these are going to be messages that are channeled in the perspective of the first person, so using pronouns such as I, me, and you. And it's going to be based on some tarot cards that are laid out, and then I'll finish off each group with initials and kind of going over the zodiac signs that come through. So again, something a little bit different, but variety is the spice of life, so we'll just see what happens with this. I'd like to hear your feedback. Let me know if you're enjoying this, if this is something you want to see more of. So there are 3 groups to choose from. Group 1 is this quartz point. Group 2 is this quartz point. And group 3 is this quartz point. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and fill whichever group, maybe multiple groups or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to. I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you'd like to jump ahead, which I do recommend using so that you can skip over me shuffling cards in between groups to clear the energy of the group I've just read for and tap into the energy of the group I'm about to read for. So again, I'll give you a minute. Please use the timestamps and we'll get into your reading. Hi, Group 1. So you chose this quartz point. Okay, let's see, what does your person want you to know at this time? We have the Hanged Man, Temperance, Strength, 8 of Cups, the Empress, and Knight of Swords. Walking away from you was the biggest mistake of my life. You have always been my rock and my perspective. What you have shown me, the best in me that shines so effortlessly through you, it was something that I had a hard time believing. It's not the way that I've seen myself. It is not the way that others have portrayed me. I feel so tied up in knots inside all the time, all these thoughts that are running, things that I have done, things that I hesitated and failed to do, opportunities that were missed, opportunities that were squandered, opportunities that just dissipated and never took shape. All of these things rattle around inside of my mind. And what you offered me was peace and acceptance and comfort. And you encouraged me to look at myself, to look at all my flaws, all the errors, all the things that are still left undone with fresh eyes. You hold forgiveness within you, and I am struggling to have that for myself. You are peace. You are balance. You are everything that I have been looking for in all the wrong places. I have been so hurt by love in the past. I have betrayed myself and others. And I have tried, in a very clumsy way, to protect you from that brokenness I hold inside. I don't want to take residence in your heart, only to find myself leaving you lost in love all alone, as I have been so many times before, and as I have done to so many others. You see the best in me. You see what's possible. But there's a darkness that I hold within that I just can't bear to expose you to. As much as I have tried to hide this, I know that it seeps through the cracks and you perceive it anyway. And yet you still love me. You still see the best in me. And it is so frustrating. I want to scream, don't you know who you're dealing with? Don't you know who I really am inside? How can you see so much love when all I see is so much brokenness? You frustrate me like no other. And yet the love I have for you is like no other. There's something that is stirred within me, something which has come to life. And it's a part of me that I had left behind long ago. I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think it was possible to have that balance, to have that reciprocity. I'm used to one-sidedness. I'm used to people who only take. I give and I give and I give, and it's never enough. And so I run. I don't know how to receive. I don't know how to receive the love that you have to give. And so as much as I want that, as much as I need that, as much as that is the key to my own liberation, I turn and walk the other way. And yet you never give up on me. You understand this. You see beyond with that vision of yours that scans forever. I want to believe in that future that you know deep within is possible for us. But I am so caught up in the now, and I am so caught up in the tangle of memories that will not let me go. I cannot fail you, and yet I have failed you. I continue to fail myself, and I don't feel worthy of the beautiful light that you bring forth, and that you are calling from out of hiding within me. I'm shining brighter than I ever have, and yet there's this embarrassment, this need to want to cover, to want to hide, to want to put that away somewhere safe, to put it away because it's not the way I should be moving through the world. It's not the sign of strength that I have come to know. I have only been valued for what I can give, for what I can provide. I've never known anyone who could truly see and find worth in who I am. I have lost the sense of worth about myself. I feel mechanical. I feel like something who is only here to produce, and that my best efforts, it's not enough. It'll never be enough. There's always more. There's always more to do. As much as I accomplish, I wake up the next day and there's just a new pile of things to be done. I come to a place of resolution within me. I quiet those beasts within me, and yet there they are roaring so loudly. Just when I think I have reached a place of peace and understanding, up they rise from the depths. I don't know how you do it, because I recognize that same streak of uncertainty and darkness and brokenness that you hold within. And yet you do it so gracefully. You make it look so easy to just be, to be healed, to be that imperfect version of self, to be that work in progress. How you look at things from the grander scheme, how you do what you can with what you have, and that's enough. I want to emulate that. I want to move in that direction. And yet it is so different from what I have come to know up to this point, what has become necessary. What others have really portrayed to me is all that I am of value, all the worth that I have. You remind me of dreams that I had when I was young, how much hope that I had, waiting for that somebody who would mirror all the best parts of me, who would see my faults and with a smile and a shrug would keep coming back day after day. I thought I had tasted that on several occasions. I was hopeful each time, running in headlong, letting my heart run wild, sometimes keeping my heart chained and presenting an image of what I thought was expected, what these people needed, what they wanted out of me. Because the real me, who I really am, who would want that? I can't even escape myself. Who would want to sit in close company, in close quarters with that? And as the years went on, and more hearts were left broken in the wake of experiencing me, and my heart, all those pieces rattling around there inside, they became ground down like fine grains of sand on a beach. How do you put that back together again? And so my hope became more distant. I became more removed from the version of myself that had this sense of knowing that out there somewhere was my somebody. I've come to a place where the best part of my identity is feeling that I am nobody. That's what I know. That's what I have come to believe. That's where I am. When I clear away all those rattling bits, that's the reality, this nothingness. And I see you as everything. You're everything that I am and everything that I am not. And that makes you that balance, that counterpart, the other side of that coin for this nothingness I feel within. I don't want to suck you into this void of who I am inside. And I am struggling to pull myself out of it at the same time. This connection, what exists between us, this dance we do back and forth, there's something epic about this. You affect me. You shake me in a way that no one else ever has. And I am terrified and I am so drawn to you. I can only save myself and you are my salvation. Please help me. Help me to see all of these broken bits rattling around inside for the wholeness that they are. Please don't leave me, and please forgive me for running away. So those are your channeled messages, group 1. In terms of signs, with the Hanged Man, we have Pisces. Temperance is Sagittarius. Strength is Leo. With the Cups energy, we have water, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The Empress is Taurus and Libra. And with the Swords, we have air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. I'm going to get some initials to close this out for you. This can be first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got M, W, H, J, R, T, U, E, V, and Y. So I hope the reading resonated with you, that you enjoyed this new format, the messages that came through. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled love letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of that out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, group 2. You chose this quartz point. Okay, so let's see, what does your person want you to know right now? Okay, we have the Knight of Wands, the Page of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Temperance, and Knight of Cups. You make me feel like a kid again. You're a breath of fresh air and such a fireball. There's something within you which has broken through the doldrums of my life in an unexpected way. I feel adventurous and frisky in your presence. I feel the anticipation of something coming, something building, and I'm just not sure what. I didn't quite appreciate how dead I felt inside, how ordinary life had become, how closed I was to the possibility of mystery that exists all around. The way you view the world, it's magical, It's contagious. You take me to places inside that I've never been before. I'm dreaming again. Literal dreams at night, and a lot of them are of you. I'm also daydreaming. What the future could look like. What we could become together. What we could discover within and with each other. I want to run towards you. I want to just spill my heart, pour it all out on the table so that we can both bathe in that. There's so much that is unspoken between us, so many undertones and innuendos. And I know you see right through the mask, right through the detachment. I know you can read my mind. I can read yours too. There's so many little whispers and thoughts that are shared. All the little signs you send me and that I send you. It really brightens up my day. Again, magic is the best way I can describe this. No one would believe any of this if I told them, so I don't even try. I keep it all inside. I'm greedy with it. It's mine. You are mine. We are each other's. And it's something that is so outside of the realm of what I have known is possible between two people, and also what I had the capability of experiencing and expressing within myself. And I know that a lot of this is internalized at this point. It's just mere suggestion. This is this untapped potential. But baby, this flame for you, it grows every day. I can't wait to see what unfolds between us. And I wonder, is this love? Is this real love? Is this what it's supposed to feel like? Because it feels good. I've settled for less than what makes me feel alive inside for far too long. I'm really thinking about throwing in the towel with a lot of things. But I want to do this the right way. I don't want to just flop from one situation into your open arms. I want to come right. I want to come correct. So I'm holding myself back. And it is so difficult. I can stonewall you all I want. Keep things nice and surface level. Detach myself. Convince you and others that I don't feel anything, that it doesn't matter, that there's nothing there. But beneath the surface, that energy, that's loud. That I can't turn off. That I don't want to turn off. I'm observing all of it right now with a curiosity. I want to lean in further. I want to express and explore this. And yet I'm afraid that to speak those words out loud, to make that offer, to make that gesture, to have this conversation with you, that all this magic that is going on, somehow that'll be lost. That bubble will be burst, and we will find ourselves falling back to earth and back into that sense of complacency and those doldrums which are numbing. They have numbed my soul. In the simplest of ways, you are that excitement I have always been looking for. Just even the thought of you tickles me inside. And I haven't felt that tickle in a very long time, and in many ways, not ever to this intensity. I'm trying to take things slow. I have a lot that I need to process. a lot that I need to balance out within myself so that I can come towards you and we can allow these wings of magic to carry us forth, not just into more doldrum, although I understand there will be ordinary moments. The magic can't last forever. Reality will sink in at some point. We will discover aspects of each other that are not our favorite things, that make us roll our eyes and frustrate us, and are the human aspects of this very divine connection between the two of us. But I am certain, even in those times of doldrums, the feelings which exist between us, this layer, this momentum, this is new. This is something that has not been there before. It has been lacking. It is that wind. It is that velocity that will carry us through those times of complacency. It's a living love. It's something which grows with time. And I'm a bit hesitant to fully trust in that. This is so new. I don't just want to fall back into old patterns with you. This is too delicious and too delightful to risk sullying it with the complications of everyday life, the monotony, the times where you'll find me boring, where my intensity is too much, my emotions are too much. I tend to be obsessive. I don't want you to see that part of me and run the other way. I still have these reminders, things that have been triggered within me, people that have awakened some sort of feeling, a feeling that was on the perimeter of what I experienced with you, but couldn't touch that. It's not on this level. And yet at the same time, it's that whispering voice of what if, and remember when. I guess I've just been stuck in the numbness for so long that I forgot how to believe, how to trust. With you, there's a voice inside that tells me, just give it one more chance. Don't give up on love just yet. Remember when. Remember that hope that you had, that feeling that you were looking for, that was so elusive, that dissolved, that fizzled out. Remember that feeling. And know that it is possible to stoke that flame, to build that fire, to have that grow beyond comprehension, beyond the recognition of what has been known and experienced up to this point in time. And that voice within that calls me to remember also points me in the direction of you and says that is where it is possible. This is something different. This is something new. This is that spark. This is that magical being that mirrors the magical being that I hold inside, that is so tired of the boredom and the doldrums and having to settle for less than what sets my heart on fire. What I have to give to you, what I have to offer, it is simple. I wonder if it's enough. I often fear that I am too much or not enough for you. I know that these are walls within myself that I am needing to take down, that the only way to really activate the full potential of what can grow between us is to take a chance, to do something, to say something, that I must break these chains of the monotony. I must step out of this lack mentality and into the energy of hope and possibility. I've been weighing my options and planning my approach for quite some time. From the moment I met you, from the moment we first spoke, from the moment I saw your face, I I have been utterly in love with you. And it's confusing, and it's frightening, and it's so exciting. And I want to do this right. I want to come forth in an energy where you can trust me and you can believe in this. You can believe in what is possible. Because I trust this. I believe in what is possible. I'm building up a list of contrasts at this point in time. I move towards you. I taste that bliss and that happiness that is possible, and then I have to step back into those doldrums, taste the metallic sting of the absence of that, the limits, and the lackluster. You've awakened something within me, and it requires me walking back in the land of the zombies in order to truly appreciate what it is that flows between us and what that can become. I'm focused on the challenges, but I'm also leaning into hope. More and more each day, I'm learning to trust these feelings within me, and I'm wanting to explore what these can develop into with you. So those are your messages, group 2, in terms of signs with the wands. We have fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. With pentacles, that is earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Swords is air, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Temperance is Sagittarius. And with the cups, that is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So I'm going to get a few initials, and this can be first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. We've got M, J, Q, U, W, D, H, B, P, and I. So I hope that you enjoyed the reading, enjoyed the video, that these messages resonated. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled love letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of that out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, group 3. You chose this quartz point. So let's see, what does your person want to tell you? have the Star, 8 of Cups, 7 of Wands, King of Pentacles, Judgment, and 8 of Swords. I'm not used to feeling like this, and I'm questioning what is going on? What is surfacing within me? What is happening? You are an answered prayer from long ago. I had given up hope. I'd moved on from that place. I'd resolved myself that it was all just wishful thinking. I had a different idea of how that wish might arrive. And when you came forth, when you emerged like bounty out of the rich earth of what I had been tending, the energies within me, the circumstances around me, all the fears, all the sense of longing, all of it. I just kept tending that, and nothing arrived. It didn't come as I had hoped. I was looking in the wrong direction, and there you were so suddenly. You just popped up one day, and I thought, who is this? What is this? What is this feeling within? And I'm still struggling to put the pieces together. I'm still looking in the wrong direction. All the signs are there. All the nudges are there. All the inclination is there. This is what you wanted. This is what you were praying for. This is what you were hoping for. This is what you need. This is what you have always wanted. And yet I'm so attached to this material idea of the order I had placed with the universe. This is how it shall be. This is who it shall be. This is what it will look like. These are the steps that will happen, that will take me to that place. I want it now, and I want it just like this. And by being in that state of certainty, there's a part of me that is in denial, that is fighting the urge to turn around and recognize your wish has been granted. Here it is, flesh and form right before you. I'm still chasing a dream. I'm still trapped in the constraints of what I thought was everything I was looking for. I'm having a difficult time letting go of this feeling of frustration and allowing myself to receive. I keep being brought back to times of disappointment, efforts that were made, things that built in momentum, that had all the signs and all the makings of being the one I have been waiting for, the one I have been praying for, the one I have been dreaming about for so long, only to have that build in momentum and fall apart, to wither on the vine, despite my best efforts, to have the bottom fall out. After so much of me has been consumed by trying to make things right, trying to do it perfectly. I'm bitter and I'm resentful about that. And it's that bitterness and that resentment that keeps me from looking your way fully. To recognize hope has arrived. Help has arrived. Your wish has been granted. I know I'm moving in the wrong direction, and I know that I am thwarting what is possible between us. And maybe what's being triggered within me, maybe this tendency to look beyond, to see, maybe that grass is greener elsewhere, to not appreciate what I have in front of me right here and right now. Maybe that distance, maybe that tendency to push and to fight away my instinct and what I know and all the signs that I am seeing, all the indicators that are pointing directly to you, is what I have been wanting, what I have been working for, what I have been needing my whole life. Maybe this is all just a phase to break those chains, to break those bindings. Maybe it's my fate to walk so far from you that when I do finally turn around, when I do finally open my eyes, when that clarity does finally come, it's too little too late. I've been there before. I'm frustrated and I don't want you to see me like this. I'm so used to having to stuff these things down, to just march forward. Put it all away, put it in a box inside and carry on. Attend to my duties, attend to my responsibilities. Focus on the here and now. What's in front of me? What's next on that to-do list? It never ends. And I just want someone by my side. I just want my forever person. I've filled that space with bloodless bodies for too long. People who don't have that same light inside of them. I have dimmed my light so that others might shine brighter. And it has sucked me dry on more than one occasion. And I'm frustrated. There's a lot of time that I've wasted. And a part of me knows, as much as I'm trying to fight this, that I'm wasting time here. I'm squandering another opportunity. Back into that loop inside, reinforcing those ideas that I hold within. I feel trapped in the cycles within my mind. I feel trapped by my memories. I feel trapped by my tendencies, my tendency to run, my tendency to walk away. By not recognizing, not seizing this opportunity between us, not doing something more with it, you are witnessing the full reenactment of what has gone wrong in so many other situations in my life. I've come to believe that nothing good lasts. And I've been let down so many times by myself and by others that I've learned to just get ahead of the curve, to try to outrun these things, to keep moving, to keep pushing forward, to hold on to that frustration, my frustration at the universe. Why hasn't my dream come? Why hasn't my wish been fulfilled? What about me? Why does it always have to be about everybody else? I want that closeness. I want that sanctuary. I want a place where I am seen and recognized for all that I am. As complicated as that is, as beautiful as that is. I feel very alone, like I only have myself to depend on. And the openness that you offer, your arms of love and forgiveness, the hope that you have, the way you always look on the bright side, you try to work through things, you see problems and obstacles as an opportunity for change, for growth, for the raw materials to make something better for yourself. All of this is so foreign to me, and it's so enticing. I want to see with your eyes. I want to have that hope when all evidence points to the contrary. You're a glimmer on the horizon right now. And I know that you could be and you are the sun for me. But I keep you pushed far away. I won't let myself look fully upon you. I'm not ready yet to let go of all of this pain and these stories and these hurt feelings and this defensiveness and this guardedness, this version of myself that I've cultivated. Because what's left? What remains? I know that there's something more within me that wants to come forth, wants to be known to the world and to you. That what I've experienced at this point in time, it is just one aspect of what is possible in this life. You are a transformational force. You are a force to be reckoned with within my life. Simply by existing, you have changed everything. My awareness of you has raised the bar to epic proportions that I never even thought was possible. Who are you? Where do you come from? And how can I go there too? I'm resisting and I am fighting the changes which want to take place. And the frustration that I am feeling and that I am projecting upon you and that you are sensing from me. This is an unsavory quality about myself that I had hoped you would not witness. I try to keep you at a distance so you don't feel too much into how pervasive this is, how constant this is, how much this is a trend and a pattern and a cycle for myself. Of running, of stuffing, of avoiding, of being frustrated, of not accepting the gifts and the opportunities that present themselves to me by the universe. Round and round then, in this cycle of begging and lamentation and want and yearning, and not seeing these things, these answers to my prayers when they show up, different than how my logical mind had prescribed, different from that exact list I had created, that exact person or that exact thing that I thought will fill that void, will lift me up, will take me somewhere other than what I am feeling inside. I know you are what I have been wanting. I know you are what I have been longing for. And I know that this could become something very beautiful between us. But at this moment, I'm pushing so hard to hold on to this version of myself that just wants to run, that only knows flight. I want to fight for this. I want to fight my way through my own tendencies to self-sabotage. I want to be bathed in the healing and the forgiveness and the redemption and the possibility and the newness that you offer, that what flows between us can develop into. I'm resisting change, and yet change is here. I've heard the call. My heart has been profoundly affected by you. I am stunned and awestruck by the effect that you have upon me, even from a distance, even just energetically, even from the first moment that I became aware of you. What are you doing to me? And can you please do more of it? Please don't give up on me. I know that this is difficult, and that what I am showing to you, what you are experiencing, what you are feeling is frustrating for you as well. Maybe this is that friction that will crack us both open to the next version of ourselves. It is on a different plane from how we've been operating up to this point. Maybe this dissonance, this frustration, this tension, maybe something good can come out of that. Every day there's a little more clarity. Every day the resistance becomes a little less. And the more I lean into you, the more I am activated by you and awakened, and all the signs point to you. And the more I try to shut my eyes and run and circle back around in my old coping mechanisms and habits, it becomes more and more difficult to be sustained by these things. It becomes more and more difficult to continue along that pattern, along that path, along that trajectory. You've affected me profoundly. I am forever changed. I am forever humbled and grateful and enlivened by you. And just so you know, the signs pointing in your direction, they've been relentless. The universe is not allowing me to sabotage this in the same way that I have in the past with other things. Despite my best efforts, these signs keep coming. And I feel a change in the wind. I feel something growing in magnitude. This frustration, it's fear of the unknown. I fear you because you are everything I have ever wanted. And I'm sorry if I have neglected you. I am sorry that I am turning a blind eye and focusing on other things. I'm sorry for the big and small ways that I have made you feel that you are not wish fulfillment. I am overwhelmed, and it is no excuse. And so I've fallen back into my old patterns of running. It's as simple as that. And as unexcusable as that. I have no excuse for this, and yet it's all I know. And all I ask of you is patience. And I thank you for existing in the world, for being exactly who you are. Because effortlessly, even as much as I have tried to keep you at a distance, keep you that distant point on the horizon, remain deliberately ignorant to the truth of who you are and what has truly been stirred within me, this arrival of everything here, now, in front of me, in the form of you, I see you. I feel you, and you are never far from my mind. I thank you for the profound effect that you've had upon me, knowingly and unknowingly. And all of this tension and friction, it's giving way to the birth of a new cycle between us. You hold the light within you. And it's a struggle for me to recognize that same light within me. But I'm getting closer. I'm moving closer to allowing that version of myself that is everything you need to come forth so we can be together. Finally, and for what feels like again. I know I have known you from somewhere else, and I've been waiting for you for a very long time. So those are your messages, group 3. In terms of signs with the star, we have Aquarius. Cups is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. With the Pentacles, we've got Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Judgment is Scorpio, and Swords is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So I'm going to get a few initials for you. This can be first, middle, or last name of you or this person, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Got W, R, T, J, G, I, H, N, and M. So I hope you enjoyed the reading and that the messages resonated with you. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled love letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dreamcatchers, and suncatchers if you're interested in checking any of that out as well. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.